Who is the lover?
Allah.
Who is Ar-Rahman?
Allah.
Who is Al-Mannan?
La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Muhammad is the messenger, to Allah is our return. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Muhammad is the messenger, to Allah is our return. La ilaha illallah,
Muhammadur Rasul.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على سيدنا Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. I seek refuge in Almighty Allah against shaitan the accursed, and I begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. I bear witness that nobody deserves any form of worship except Almighty Allah, who is the creator of the heavens and the earth and all that are inside them. May His peace and blessings be with the leader of mankind, the last prophet of His, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his companions, and all those who follow the right path. Ameen. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you to yet another edition of your program, Islam in Focus. And today we shall be discussing a very pertinent topic to all the masses in Nigeria. And the topic is the Nigerian economy and the welfare of the people, the Islamic Panacea. And I have tonight in the studio a very good friend of mine, a highly placed intellectual of international standard. I'm referring to Professor Hamza Ishola Abdulraheem, who is the Dean of Postgraduate Studies of the Kwara State University. That's the University for Community Development. Prof, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
You are most welcome to this edition of our program. Your face is familiar on the screen, especially on issues that concern intellectualism. And today we have come to realize the fact that in Nigeria today, one of the issues that bothers our minds is the issue of economy. We need economic prosperity for our people to live well and to have good standard of living. So all strata of our lives, the economy has been affecting us negatively. What is economy from Islamic viewpoint?
A'udhu billah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala.
Ameen.
To define economy simply, let me first of all say at the very beginning of this discussion that I'm not an economist and I don't claim to be one. But when we talk of economy, everybody in any society feels it. So in whatever way you want to interpret it, the moment economy is mentioned, you think of something.
Inshallah.
So simply defined as the state of a country or a region in terms of production and consumption of goods and services and supply of money. That is simple definition of economy. But even as simple as this definition is, to an average person on the street, you know what he's talking about. So when we talk of economy, we are talking of how much do you have, what that money that you have, what can it give you? You go to the market, you want to buy, you see what you want to buy, can you buy it at the price you think you'll buy it? How affordable what you want to buy? So all these things affect everybody in any community, in any society.
That's true.
So that's the economy, and that is the definition as a layman will say, and which everybody will understand.
Okay.
But there's an issue which you have to quickly say again.
Now,
That Islam as a way of life is a complete package.
not only religion.
Yes, it's a complete package. And when we say a complete package, it means that Islam wants to solve the problem, or human problem, holistically,
MashaAllah.
from all angles. So you cannot take away economy from any other social matter. Economy, education, whatever you can think of that will be needed in any community, Islam has a package for it. So as you are solving economic problem, at the same time you must be solving social problem.
MashaAllah.
At the same time you must be solving legal problem. At the same time you must be solving any other problem
Related problems
that-
to human life.
Human life.
MashaAllah.
So even if we have a solution to Nigerian economy, the question will now be, can Islamic solution to economic problem be used in Nigeria, where they call themselves secular
Or a multi-religious nation.
So these are the issues.
Thank you very much.
However, we try to introduce some element of Islamic principles. Maybe if you are able to take some of them, we'll go a long way in solving our economic problems.
Thank you very much, Prof. Now, you have defined economy. Nigeria is not in economic prosperity presently.
Yes.
If this is true, why? That is, we came on our own, liberated ourselves from the colonial masters 61 years ago. Other nations that were liberated from colonial rule
Around the same time.
and
Or even
after us,
Yes.
they have moved faster than us. What is militating against our own economic prosperity? Or we are in economic prosperity, our wealth is not being used to serve us.
Thank you very much. You see,
It's not a comment, but a question.
you see, Nigeria is facing a lot of problems, and it's unfortunate. At the time we got independence,
Now,
there were hopes all over the world that this country is going to lead the black race to prosperity, to greatness. Everybody, every country wanted to be a Nigerian. Especially every African, every black man, wherever he was that time, wanted to be a Nigerian. Thinking that this country, with all the resources bestowed on her,
both material and human, and the population
is going to be a very great nation. Unfortunately, where have we found ourselves now? And what is the main cause
of the problem we have found ourselves?
First, it would be wrong for anybody to think that so person created this problem. So person did not do something well. We must accept first that all of us, in one way or another, have contributed to the problem we are facing today in Nigeria.
Both economically, socially, politically, and even religiously.
All of us, in one way or another, have contributed to it. Why? We are no longer sincere in what we are doing.
La ilaha illallah.
we are no longer diligent
Oh.
in what we are doing. What we understand most, what permeates all our life is lies.
Wow.
Cheating, insincerity,
Deceit.
So, and as long as you have this in any system, whether economic, whether political, whether social, whatever, certainly that system is bound to fail.
There can never be prosperity in it.
After all, with all what you have, Nigeria is not supposed to be a poor country. We are not supposed to be a poor country. God has given us almost everything. We have good land. We have good climate. We have people who will do it. We have everything.
Several sources of wealth.
Yeah, but yet,
that could give us economic fortune.
Yet, for instance, let me give you just one thing.
Now,
As at 1999, when we came back to how do you call it, democracy.
Now, that's about 22 years ago.
That was the time you were talking of having or repairing our refineries.
Okay. We have about 4 or 5 across the whole country.
Now, and all of them are no longer working.
Yes.
So since that time, I've been talking about it. The president at that time, Obasanjo, spent 8 years. None was repaired.
Okay.
Yar'Adua
Came in, spent 2 years, he left.
Jonathan came 6 years, nothing. But Buhari is now 6 years or how many years?
About to leave.
About to leave.
In the next 18 months.
And nothing still on it. What is happening? What's happening? Are we saying we cannot refine 2 refineries in Nigeria? We are now expecting an individual person to bring his own on board. You remember, you and I remember that we had aircraft before, Nigerian Airways.
That's true.
Performing.
It went into oblivion.
Extinction. Now, Nigeria as a government doesn't have one aircraft, just single one.
As of today.
And many individual Nigerians have many aircrafts. Where do they get it?
From our resources.
Yeah.
We use the national resources to build our personal selves.
That is the thing.
In the Quran, Allah says, La'natullahi ala al-kadhibin.
So,
that is,
the liars.
woe to all the liars.
That is where
the foundation to our problem is telling lies and deceiving people.
And we are, because of that, under spell. Under curses. Because who now there is a particular prophetic tradition which says لعن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الراشي والمرتشي. Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم has caused the bribe giver
and the bribe taker.
Tell me, who is that Nigerian that doesn't belong to one?
Wow. If you don't take,
if you say, no, I'm diligent, I'm sincere, I'm this, and I will not take bribe, yes, that is possible. But I'm very sure that if you have many things to do in this country, there are certain areas where you will go and you will not succeed without giving something.
That's
in whatever name is called.
If you are so honest,
yes,
with your job, and you are so diligent, no matter how honest and diligent you are, you may not get that job because they will believe you will not play ball.
So, and the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has caused such people.
Wow.
So, which means all of us are under curse.
He was following his creator, who said in the Holy Quran that all those who lie, his woe is on them.
So, these are the things that you do.
So, foundation to good governance, foundation to economic prosperity is to be honest.
To be honest. That is the thing.
Is it only the leaders that are not honest?
What about the followers?
So, when they were taken from us.
Of course. They are part of us. They were taken
both
from
the
us.
leaders and the led.
And the led. Let me give you an example, an historical example.
No.
When, during Sayyidina Ali tenure,
the
fourth Caliph, And somebody, and you know, when you read Islamic history, you know that that time was full of confusion in the Muslim world, in the Muslim empire.
The Prophet had left.
He had left, then followed by Abu Bakr, Omar. From Uthman, Ali, there were many
The
problems.
third caliph.
Now,
And the fourth one.
During the fourth one,
Okay, Ali.
Ali,
Now.
somebody went to him and asked, oh, the leader of
The believers.
why do we have so many problems in your time like this?
Wow. It was not like this.
It's not like this.
The Prophet. And three caliphs had preceded you.
Why do you have so many
During your own time.
During your own time? You know what
Ali
Ali said? Yes. During Abu Bakr, during Prophet Muhammad's time, people like me were there.
Allahu Akbar.
During Abu Bakr, people like me were there.
They were taking
and
I was receiving revelation from God on what I should do, as contained in the Holy Quran.
But during my own time, it is people like you that you have.
La ilaha illallah.
So people who
are dishonest,
not only dishonest, who be full of questioning
their leaders.
Their leader, they be questioning.
They are not questioning their own behaviors.
So it's to show that as important as leadership is, followership is equally very important.
Thank you very much. Now, we are analyzing issues. In Nigeria today, Muslims constitute well over 70 or 75%.
Yes.
Now, today, Muslims can say that we are rebuilding Nigeria. Through which sources? We have Islamic Development Bank that gives loan to federal and state government to undertake certain projects.
Yeah.
We have the Sukuk Fund obtained by the federal government, used to build roads, reconstruct and rehabilitate. And this has been happening since over 30 years ago.
Yes, sure.
So we can pride ourselves as Muslims that we have what it takes to build Nigeria.
Yeah.
You are a product of Nigeria. You are also a product of the Arab world.
Yeah.
You were in Libya for several years, studying, and you just recently came. Yes, you were in Saudi Arabia, and very recently you went to Egypt. You see how Cairo is and many other places. How has it been possible for the Arab world and European nations to be able to build their economy very well and spend the resources on their people, so much so that it is difficult to see those who are poor?
Let me ask you, just say, does Egypt have oil? They don't have.
They don't have
Egypt.
oil.
They don't have
It's
oil.
only Saudi that has oil.
No, the Arab Red Gulf.
Okay.
Okay.
Egypt does not have oil.
Does Morocco have?
And they are in.
Yes.
Morocco does not have.
So, Tunisia doesn't have.
Oh my God.
Only Algeria, in North Africa,
Okay.
Algeria, Libya,
Okay.
that's all.
In the north
In the
of
north
Africa.
So, in Asia, you have Saudi Arabia, and the other, like Kuwait, like all these that have oil. We have oil too. How have you been able to use our oil? Have not been able to.
People think of what they will steal from that resources
Stealing
instead of building the nation.
And no answer to it but sincerity and honesty. Now, people are now talking about who will be president next 2022.
Okay. They are not thinking about us.
They are no longer thinking or talking about what is happening.
Okay?
The economic woes in which we are now, they are not thinking about it.
No, they will use it as campaign. To get to the office. They know the problem. They know how to solve the problem. But good. When they get there, they ignore the people.
So, in all those countries where they are doing well,
that I've mentioned, both in Europe, Asia, and the Arab world.
Because to a very level, they are being honest in their transactions.
Allahu Akbar.
They are being sincere in their business transactions. They are never busy doing businesses that Almighty Allah has prohibited completely.
Allahu Akbar.
For instance, tax. Or in Islam, you can call it zakat. Zakat is a due that a wealthy person has to take out from his wealth.
From his wealth.
Here in Nigeria, look at taxes. We expect millions of naira, billions of naira from taxes, from customs, immigration, and so on. How much are we getting? Even when we get that, how are we using it? Not only that, as a civil servant, as a public servant,
you pay tax.
I pay more than what a very wealthy man
will pay. Because it's deducted from source.
From source.
Then when you buy item or you conduct certain activities, you are still taxed.
No, if you are a trader and you buy something for 10 naira, you go to another market to sell it for 12 naira, 13 naira, you are still making business.
Yes.
It's okay, it's legitimate. So, you sell what you buy.
That's it.
But as a civil servant, you sell it. You go to market today, you make something on ground, higher than what you made yesterday.
Yeah.
Can you go to your employer and say, Oga,
the money has increased.
Has increased. Increase my own money. It's never done. So who are those suffering? We are those suffering.
The people.
And as long as we continue to suffer, as long as we continue to complain in our hearts, our hearty complaints, they are just like causes for the leaders.
Hello, Akbar. Prof, want to round up this program. We have given definition. We have analyzed the situation. Can you provide solution to the economic calamity we are facing in Nigeria today? The solution?
Yes. It's just one thing.
Now.
Do we accept that we are Nigerians?
There's no doubt about that.
That's
we all accept.
But do we believe in this nation? Do we want prosperity for this nation? Are we not thinking individualistically?
Wow!
Are we not trying to solve our problems individualistically? For instance, I was in Egypt just as we said recently. They can condemn their leader for doing one wrong thing
or the other. Okay.
But they will never condemn Egypt.
Wow!
They will never condemn Egypt. So every Egyptian loves Egypt.
Country.
No, not like that in Nigeria.
It's not.
Let Nigeria go anywhere. Let it go to hell. Let it be anywhere. Let it collapse.
They are interested about themselves. Even those who are calling for a new nation for them on ethnic basis.
It
is. When they are together as a nation, in the future nation, they will still fight themselves on the basis of which community have you come from. We will not allow. See Sudan today. Sudan was one before. When Southern Sudan went on his way, we want liberation. They were giving. See how they are fighting themselves there.
The 6th month,
yes,
the Southern Sudanese started to come back to Northern Sudan.
Okay.
Because of the problems we are facing in Southern Sudan.
No.
They thought we are going to get peace, they were going to get prosperity, we are going to get progress and so on.
We are going to be on our own. Do things the way we want.
The fight there was even hotter than the fight they had when they were.
Thank you very much. Viewers from wherever you've been watching this program, the topic of our program on Islam in Focus today has been the Nigerian economy, Islamic panacea to the problem. We have analyzed the issue that from Islamic viewpoint, our economy is supposed to favor us. From Islamic point of view, and from Islamic activities as practiced in Arab nations, some of which have been borrowed by European nations, they continue to do well because they are objectives in their dealing. They are sincere, they are objective, and they put the right peg in the right hole. But the problem we have in this country is that we are insincere to the nation, we are insincere to the people, and that is why everybody that gets there tend to amass wealth at all costs, even though before he gets there, he campaigned to you that I know you are suffering from this, you are suffering from that. When I get there, or when we get there, this is what we do. They are just saying it rhetorically. When they get there, they do what they like. And what they like is amassing wealth, which is a curse on them. They will account for those wealth in the grave, and in the hereafter, and on the day of judgment. Their wealth cannot save them. Some people may have benefited from the wealth they have amassed. It is those who have stolen that will account for what they are doing. So, solution to our problem is objectivity, telling the truth, and good governance is based on truth. May Allah gives us ability to have that in Nigeria. On today's program, I have brought into the studio to talk to you on the topic we have chosen, Professor Hamza Ishola Abdulraheem, an academic of international standard who has analyzed the issue for us. Is the Dean of the Postgraduate School of the Kwara State University. For those who are not able to pick us well because of language barrier, join us inshallah next week for the Yoruba edition of the program. With me and Professor, we are saying, Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
All praise is due to the one and only. He is the master of all creation. All praise is due to the one and only. He is the master of all creation. He is the sustainer.